Get ready for this one, you guys, because it's horrible. A 43-year-old woman allegedly got pregnant by a 14-year-old boy, but not just that, her teen daughter's ex-boyfriend. And look, she even had a maternity shoot done with him. This is Robyn Polston. She's a cosmetologist from Washington, Illinois. Here's a little bit of the backstory. Apparently, over a year ago, she started telling people that she has this boyfriend in the military. Apparently, he lives in St. Louis, and they don't really get to see each other as often as she would like. And then in August, she began telling her clients at the salon that she was pregnant, and everybody was really happy for her because she already has 2 teens, but she always wanted a 3rd child. And at the time, nobody really thought anything about it. That is until the maternity shoot photos were posted. Apparently, she told people that the boy in the picture with her is the military boyfriend's younger brother. And I guess the photographer believed it because they never said anything. But after people who actually know her saw the photos, they were like, hold up, that is her daughter's ex-boyfriend. Before I move on to the next photo, take a look at his hair and his eyebrow. Now, I'm obviously not going to show his face because he's a child. But here's a photo that she posted on her Facebook over a year ago of her daughter and the daughter's boyfriend. Notice the hair and the eyebrow? Let me tell you, I have the original photos without the censor blurs that I put on. This is 100% the same child. And this boy even lived with her, but that is a whole other story. I'll have to make another video eventually about that after I get the rest of those details. And what's being done about it? It sounds like not really a whole lot of anything. The Washington Police Department did collect DNA from Robyn, the victim, and the infant, but apparently now they're saying that there's nothing they can do until the results come back. And the community is absolutely outraged because whether he fathered that infant or not, there is clearly SA that occurred. And obviously, there is no military boyfriend. It was just a cover-up. This is a post made by Robyn's sister-in-law on Facebook. Now, just to clarify, Robyn is legally married still, but she's been separated for the past 12 or so years. This is what she said. I'm having a hard time finding the right words, but stay with me. Robyn Polston was my sister-in-law. She had me believing she was dating a man in the military and was having a baby with him. There were red flags that just kept adding up. She manipulated me from the beginning into supporting this pregnancy. The ugly truth is, she was dating her 16-year-old daughter's ex-boyfriend. He was 14 at the time she got pregnant. She hid him in her house for over a year, and none of his family knew where he was that whole time until they got a call from the Washington Police Department stating they needed his DNA. Cannot imagine a parent's worst nightmare. She continues to have custody of all 3 of her children. Multiple calls to WPD for welfare checks as well as DCFS. For some reason, even though she's being investigated for having a child with a 14-year-old boy, she is still able to keep her kids. I am terrified for those kids and all of their friends who go through that house. Now, I have been turned out to be the bad guy because I'm not turning a blind eye to it. I've lost my sister, my niece, and nephew, and our relationships will never be the same again. Most importantly, justice has not been taken because they are still waiting on DNA evidence to prove the 14-year-old is the father of the baby. Because she claims she was catfished by this boy and had no idea who he was. Oh, and also it was a one-night stand. Anybody looking at the photos can see he is the same human her daughter used to date. The systems are failing. The new laws in Illinois make it impossible for her to be arrested and held if they don't have all of the evidence up front, which is bullshit because everyone can see right through her lies. And they can see this boy is a baby, a child, just barely a teen boy. It's been 2 months since this has been reported. She mothered him and groomed him, taking him under her wing as he lost his biological mother and had other sick plans to manipulate him into a relationship. He wasn't even enrolled in school for that whole year. Her children are being forced to lie for her and won't speak out against her. I have been sick over this and will continue to be sick until justice is served. Something's got to give. Here's another one. Robyn Polston has been walking around for 2 months now after getting busted out having a baby with a 14-year-old boy, and she's in her 40s. Her daughter's ex-boyfriend. How the F? If she were a man, she'd have been in jail from day one. Shame on the state's attorney and extra shame on the Washington Police Department for letting this drag on. She's a pedophile. Lock her the F up already. Y'all should be so ashamed of yourselves for allowing this to go on. It makes me absolutely sick. Now, apparently when people started noticing things and the police got involved, she kicked him out and he is now living back with the biological dad. But from what I've heard, he is not cooperating with police and he's protecting her. And they're thinking it could take up to 5 months for those DNA results to come back. I'll keep you guys updated.